Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back, and as always, massive thanks for the support. I really do appreciate it. So today I'm coming back with Treasured Moments, and I've got this really super cute little sausage dog, and the title of it is Clever Sausage. It's got quite a large topper there, so I was struggling at first to try and find a way to come up with something a little bit creative. I wanted to do a card a bit out of the ordinary. So we're not going to use all the frames, otherwise the card would be huge, which would be fine if you want a huge card, but that's not what I'm going for today. Okay, so I've already pre-cut my card blank. No, this is the wrong one, it's that one. There we go. And I have cut this to 12 by 8. And I'm going to bring in my scoreboard. And I'm going to score at 3, and I'm just going to turn that around and score at 3 again. And this is going to make our sort of gatefold. Right, so the actual finished card size I think is 6 by 8. Yeah, so it would be a 6 by 8 envelope. Okay, just give that another press down. So that's our card blank. So let's bring in the trimmer, and I want to cut. Do I need that out? No, I don't. I want to make 2 half panels because I'm going to do a crossover card. So it needs to be, I'm just going to go, let's go 2 notches under the 4 and 2 notches under the 6. I'm pretty sure that should go quite nicely. Like I say, they are quite big panels because that is quite a chunky topper. So again, no, we did that wrong. We need to do 2 notches under the 4. 2 notches under the 6. Just going to check that's the same size as that. And then these are my panels that will come and cross over. So we've got plenty of room there, so that's good. So I'm not going to waste those. I'm going to put those in my pot for foiling. Okay, so the foiling on this one, as you can see, is this gorgeous black. So I'm going to use my outer layers. I'm using this Diamond Sparkle black black glitter card. Okay, so I'm just wondering, right, so I'm going to start just by doing the layers for these panels. So because we did those 2 notches under the 4, I'm going to go to 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. And that should fit quite nicely onto there. And then we need to do another one. So 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. And then if I come into the cardstock, the topper is pretty much going to cover most of this, and I don't think I'm going to need to add anything on, but let's just check that. So I'm just popping this one out. We've got that lovely frame there. So we will need something behind it, so that's fine. Okay, so let's come across at, so if I put that on the bottom, then I can have the superstar one, and it's a slightly different topper. So I'm going to cut this at so that last layer was 5 3/4. So I'm going to take another 2 notches off, so it's just 2 notches above the 5.5. And then we're going to cut this down to 2 notches above. Actually, let's do this one first. 2 notches above the 3.5. So that's going to be our piece that goes behind there. Bringing that colour back in. Okay, and then I think I want to take a little bit. What have we got here to play with? Oh, we've got plenty. So I'm just going to take a little bit off that top, and then we can come in, and I've got his little paws in. So that's the 3.5 plus 2 notches. Okay, and that one's going to go in there. Now I think I do need to put something on the back here, but I don't want to waste any of my cardstock. So bear with me just 2 seconds. Okay, so I'm bringing in this, this is the Matte-tastic, which was the foiled one, which was recently, just before Christmas. Okay, so my panels are 3 by 8, so this is the underneath one, these panels here. So I'm going to go 2 notches under the 3, open that up, and this looks like a really busy pattern, but just remember, you're hardly going to see it. All I'm going to get is that lovely pop of pink with a little bit of black. This is the same, 2 notches under the 3, 2 notches under the 8. Hopefully that should be. And I'm not doing a black layer on the outside of this because the space of, if I did a black layer, all you would see would be the black, to be honest with you. So this way I've got a little pop of pink, which is going to pick up these pink tones in there. And it's also going to bring in a bit of that black as well, so it's going to tie my little design together, hopefully. So let's start assembling. So excuse me. So the glues I'm going to be using in this one, as always, I've got my Kalal all-purpose glue, sort of alcohol based. It's the same sort of glue as the construction glue from Hunkydory. And then this one I've got Kalal tacky glue, which is the same as any sort of PVA sort of type glue. So I tend to use both. So just going to pop that on there. A little bit of tacky in the corners. Just means it grabs quite quickly, but I've got that lovely all-purpose glue doing all the work and strengthening my card as well. Okay, it's got a lovely feel to it. You can really feel that embossing. It's beautiful. It's a nice hot pink as well, but not too hot, if you know what I mean. And then, is it that way? Is it that way? There we are, that way. And then this one is going to go onto there. And if you can see that from my merging into my little mat a little bit, but look at that, it's gorgeous already. Okay, so then I just need to work out where I want these to go. So you can see, you're hardly going to see that pink at all, but I don't think I could have got away with not having anything there. Okay, I think that's about right. I'm just going to put glue on 1/2, being careful not to go too near those edges. And that is going to go on that side. It's going to be just the tiniest hint of border all the way around. Okay, and then this one we're gluing on the opposite side. Again, only gluing halfway because we want these flaps to open with the card. go. So just giving those a good press down, get back where you're supposed to be. Okay, and then you'll see that's how the card opens. So you can see it's quite a big substantial card, and what I might do later on, if I see that that is gaping a little bit too much, I might just pop the nozzle of my PVA down there and pop a bit in, but we will see how that goes. But I think it's looking pretty good as it is. Okay, so this one we're going to put at the top. So we've got our superstar, and then we're going to have that one at the bottom with our actual message on and layered up. So this is all going to be nice and flat. And it's quite easy now just to follow my panels. And again, take the glue, the corners. One's going in and on, like so. Just painting on this bottom piece. Obviously we need to put an insert on the inside. I will do that afterwards, so I'm going to have to find something that sort of fits rather than, oops, because I didn't get any inserts for this kit because I only just bought a couple of the packs this time. Let's go. Yeah, that's the way around it is. There we go. And then we can pop out our little frame here. Oops. Just checking that other frame. Don't think I want to bring any of it in, but we'll just pop it out and see. I think we've already got a nice bit of detail in the corner with that dog on the corner sort of artwork. I don't think I want to add, unless I chop some of the corners off, bring them in, raise that up. I would kind of like to do that, but the thing that I don't, is putting me off, is when I put this on and put this up, all you're going to see is just this weird bit coming out here. If this was another layer in here, this orange layer, and you could see it through, I think that would be quite cool. But I'm going to leave it off. I'm just going to leave it as it is. So let's grab a couple of foam pads. So I've got Hunkydory, not Crafter's Companion ones there. And let's see, these are a little bit mixed up because my nephew was borrowing some to do what was he doing? He made a canvas for his girlfriend's having a baby, and little baby girl, which we think is going to be called Paisley Mary. Mary after my nan and my mum, because my nan's name is Mary and my mum was Christine Mary. Yeah, so they had the baby shower yesterday. We didn't go, me and my sister, because we're still coughing a lot, you know. We don't want to. She's not got long to go. I think it's due around about my birthday time, around at the end of March, I believe, beginning of April, somewhere around there. And so he made a lovely canvas, bless him. Just saying it was a baby shower. Put some flowers on, picture of the scan, and he needed to borrow some silver foil, which he wanted to mount this scan onto, and foam pads to lift it up. So I had to go through, find him a decent set. There was a new set in there that I think might have come with a kit that Mum bought. They weren't Hunkydory, but they were sealed up, so I figured they would be the strongest. So he had them, and he did just send us a picture on Facebook, and it did look nice, bless him. So I don't know if they'll plan and put that in the baby's room. It comes, although saying that they haven't got their own place, they're still living at my sister's, I think, at the moment anyway. So but yeah, there's a nice little keepsake. Okay, these are Crafter's Companion. These are probably about 4mm, maybe 3. These are the smaller ones, but I did find lots of little packets of these things that had gone to the bottom of the pot, so I'm just going to try and use things up. It's always good to sort of finish off those packets rather than keep starting new ones. Bit in the middle there. Yeah, I think that's quite good. And I was watching, what was I watching this morning on YouTube? I was watching Tim Holtz this morning, because he's just released the, I believe it's going to be the last colour, if I heard him right, for the Distress Oxides and Distress Inks and coordinating products, you know, the sprays, the embossing powders and such. And I think he said there's 72 in total. Colours and things. So, and the new one is a sort of browny black. Can't remember what it's called. It might be something charcoal. I was watching that because that was quite interesting. He was saying about the whole history of how they all came about, and how you know, originally they only planned for there to be like black and browns to vintage things up, and how it all changed, and then the oxides came along and such. So it's quite interesting to, don't know how much of it I remembered, mind you, but it was quite interesting to listen on how they all came about. So I was watching that today. I do enjoy watching at the weekend Craft Roulette, which is more a stamping based video than, because it's a proper, like what they call a proper handmade card, because it's all printing, stamping, that sort of thing. But that's always quite interesting. Okay, so what should we go with? Should we go with The Tassel Was Worth the Hassle, You Are the Top Dog? Or we could go with that big, oh, we've got a Clever Sausage there. Oh, mind you, we've got Clever Sausage on there already, haven't we? Let's try this big one, because this is the bigger card, so it makes sense that it probably will fit it, hopefully. So maybe we will see. Let's have a little look. That would go just right along there. Although we could. No, we'll just go nice and flat, I think. Do we want to go across the dog? See, now we're cutting off the dog, aren't we? Don't know if I'm going to use that. Let's try The Tassel Was Worth the Hassle. And then some gems there. I think it's probably going to be better. And we'll go with these ones again, use these up. Although these do take longer to get the backs off because they're smaller and there's more of them. Yeah, that's going to be fine. And then just thinking about gem colours, I think probably should go with some black ones. I'm wondering whether I have got any Hunkydory stars in a black colour, because you know they do the little sequin jars. I've got some of them. Okay, let's pop that in there. Let's have a little quick look. Silver ones. No, not silver. Those are the ones that I mean, the ones in those little jars. Some, the rest is called glitter. Some gold stars maybe. Let's go with some gold stars rather than having glitter. Not glitter, gems. And we can have some on this side. Got 7, and then we just want to pick it up tool. These would be perfect if they were black or white, but I mean, gold stars. Who doesn't love a gold star, right? There we go. This one. Sorry if you can hear my tummy rumbling. It shouldn't be, we're just eating dinner. Okay, so that is that one finished. Obviously, like I say, it does need an insert. Oops. And opens like so. So that is called a crossover gatefold card. So I've made these before. You can do them with 2s or 3s. Obviously the 3s are called a triple crossover, but it's, you do get that pop of pink, and especially when you open it up as well, you do get it. And you could always put that big sentiment in the middle on the insert, which I may do just to use it up. But that is card number 1, so I'm just going to get set up for card number 2. Okay, so for card number 2, I'm going to the other extreme really. That first card was a bigger one than I usually do, and this one is a smaller one. So this is a piece of that 300 GSM white card stock, and I've cut it to 10 by 5, so I'm going to make a 5 by 5 card. I'm going to be using the smaller topper on this one. So I'm just making myself a little tent fold, so I'm just going to score that at 5. And then we'll just get that burnished down. There we go. So we've got a little starter card. So I'm going to bring back in that black glitter card. So I've got this smaller piece here. So let's see. If we go 2 notches under the 5. And 2 notches under the 5, that's not going to be big enough. So we will have to start that other sheet I got out. But we can use that on another piece of this card in a minute. We do need another smaller layer. So 2 notches under the 5, 2 notches under the 5. That's going to go into there quite nicely. Put that away. And then the other piece of cardstock that comes with this is this one with the black foiling on. So I'm going to cut myself a piece of 4 3/4 squares. 4 3/4 square, but I do just want the green. So for now I'm going to cut that foiling off. I may use that again on something else, but not this one. So that is going to go nicely onto there like so. Okay, so let me grab this top out, and if I grab a ruler, so it is 3.1 by 3.1. So I'm going to go 4 by 4. And I'm also going to bring in some of this Matastic hot pink. And I'm just going to take 2 notches off that to give me a nice matte for this piece of black. And that's going to go onto there quite nicely. Okay, if you've got the dyes that match, you could always go in with those dyes. And then I'll bring in this hot pink again. I'm going to go about 1.5 inch wide, and I'm going to go to 4 3/4. That should go pretty much the whole way along. And then I'm going to bring in the Woohoo border. Woohoo, well done. Not going to see a lot of the writing on it, but I've got that beautiful teal colour coming back in. Oops. And just straighten up that end. And then 4 3/4. And that is going to go behind there. We've still got a decent sized piece for another day. So let's pop those out of the way. And actually, let me just have a look in my punches drawer. And I think I might have one that takes that corners. I'm just going to try. No, it's not that one. This one, put it onto here. Let's see if it is. Yeah, so we can match the corners up with that. So just have a thought, if you haven't got the die but you've got the punch, then we can match it up. Okay. So I think these corners here, I'm going to keep square. So let's pop these onto our card. And I love that the colours in this little set is so bright, you know, like just really echoes the future, the bright future that you think your special people are going to have. So let's pop that to there again. Did a bit of tacky in those corners. I want the dots going that way. Yes, I do. So So let me just match these, and it's just going to match our topper then. I forget I have these, you know, I've got quite a few little punches. I don't know why I've only got one of these backs. I think, oops, I have taken one off and put it down, and it's got lost in my desk somewhere, but I'm just wondering whether I want to narrow that border down a little bit. I think it's a bit much. Let me just, so we did it at 1.5, didn't we? So let's grab a little bit of tape. I'm just lining it up with the line on my trimmer there. About a 1/2 inch off. I think that should be better, yeah. Let me just check that that is nice and straight. I think it is, yeah. So this one I'm going to put on nice and flat, and the one above it as well, and then we'll just raise up our toppers. So I think that's about halfway around. So 1, 2, yeah, it's almost exactly halfway, so we did that good. And then this one I'm just going to use the tacky glue on, just because it's so small. Again, you're not going to see a lot of it behind this mat, but I think it's just going to add that little bit of it. So what I'm going to do is glue this one down. Sorry, sneezing fit. I did say that my cold is not gone yet. Okay, so let's just pop that on. And you could even go a little smaller with this, probably maybe about a 1/2 centimetre, go to 3.5. And then you would have a narrower border all the way around. I think if I was doing it again, I probably would. Okay, so let's come in with those Hunkydory strips. These are about a 2mm one. Scissors. One more. Okay. Good press down, just make sure that's nice and straight. Yeah, so I think I definitely would go a little smaller on this, maybe 3.5 inches, but it's going to be nice to have that bit of pink on there. So I am going to leave it as it is. So both of these cardstocks that I've used, they are the Matastic one, and that was what was released, I want to say December, but it may have been late November. Let's have a cardstock's just gone a little bit on the wonk. Let's just see if we can get that to move a little bit. And we have, yep, that's better. Could do just going over just a little bit. So that's the benefit of putting that tacky glue on those foam pads, in that so you get that bit of time to be able to move things around. And I'm going to come in with these strips again, so just a little higher, not too high. There we go. And then we need to think about a sentiment. Just grab these bits off the back. There we go. Just going to come in with our super cute doggy, our little genius. Now let's have a look at the sentiments on here. We have got that clever sausage. I think they're all going to be a little bit big. What I might do, I'm just going to go straight across there, straight across there, and I bring in, let's have a look. Yeah, so let's have a look. Oops, if I can turn it over. Half an inch plus 1. So I'm just going to come back just a tiny bit there. Put a little dot in the middle. I'm just going to go from the corner to that cut mark. Just neaten it up. And then this one I'm going to put in, actually what I'm going to do is just make sure that edge is straight. And I'm going to come across here, so it's going to say well done genius. On there. Nice. I've gone nice and flat with that one. And then for this, I think I'm going to come with some black gems. I've got some black pearls here. So let's grab one of my little trays. I don't know if I've got two sizes in here though. Let's have a look. Yeah, I've got some smaller ones in there. So I'm just going to put 2 in this corner. Play the game. There we go. And then I'm going to put 2 in this corner. And then just because I don't want an odd number, I don't want an even number, I'm going to put one bigger one in that corner, and that one's going to be free. Okay, those in there, put that back. Okay, and that is our second tentfold card. Just make sure those are nicely lined up. And if I bring that other one back in, and that is our crossover gatefold. Like I say, it does need an insert in there, so I will sort that out. So that is it for today. So I'm going to come back again with another one of these kits next time. I'm not sure which one it's going to be off the top of my head. But thank you so much for watching, and take care of yourselves. Happy crafting. Bye.